Everyone, I'm back again with some Metal Gear Solid Delta. So, I'm kind of curious to do a stealth camo run, but on extreme. It's more or less a science experiment for me, because I personally started an extreme run, trying to get the achievement or trophy, depending on what platform. But, I don't think I've ever played Metal Gear on extreme. So I'm really curious about that. Especially with the stealth camouflage. So let's go ahead and try it.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Okay. Like the
Jack, I've got
original,
some important...
like the original run, we're gonna go ahead and skip all these cutscenes. Not sure what he did there. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to the backpack and let's see if we can go ahead and use this stealth camo. Yes, I know. I just went with the gold right out of the gate, just because they generally won't see me. They'll hear the footsteps, but that shouldn't break anything.
Snake?
Oops, audio's acting up again. Yeah, if you hear something tinny, for whatever reason, sometimes it just does that on my OBS. So it's not you, it's me.
Are those footsteps?
Oh, I got lost again.
No one here.
Okay, so you definitely got to be quick. So I'm sort of learning how the game acts on extreme too. So this is very much a science experiment for me.
Huh? I hear footsteps.
Okay, so
Huh? I hear
that's
footsteps.
roughly about 4 feet that they can hear the footsteps.
Huh? Huh? Footsteps.
Obviously vision is going to be the thing they get to the most.
He's a member of the army.
But still, that was pretty good information for me. Because I want to know, like, besides vision, if I just, like, not crawl, but, like, crouch next to them, what's that threshold? And especially if I'm not using any stealth camos like the Spirit camo or the DLC or the Deluxe Edition camo, the Peace Walker sneaking suit. So all that's really good information for me. And I'm noticing that this gold suit really starts to tank the stamina. Whoops. I was trying to be smooth with it. But yeah, no, it's very interesting. I'm really enjoying this. I kind of wish I did this first before like the very easy run and stuff like that. And also I'm going to save a lot more on this. I'm going to try not to kill people because I have no reason to. Even with bosses, I'm very limited on ammo too, so that's one thing to consider. And yeah, no, we'll just
So how
see
does
what
it feel
happens.
to be a patient? Yesterday,
That's right. Every time. Okay. And then see if I can grab some food. Probably missing a couple of animals, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try to go for this python. Matter of fact, I think... Okay. Actually, whoops. That's right. I forgot that I don't have the hush puppy anymore. So I definitely have to keep an eye out on that because since I didn't capture it alive, it'll spoil. And I think things spoil a lot quicker on the higher difficulties, as common sense as that is. I know there's a cobra in here too. Alright, so if I was sneaking... Okay, yeah, so he would have caught me.
Footsteps.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
I think I did it again. I got lost. Yep. Same area too. I never remember this stupid ridge here. What did I do that for? Oh, that's... man. I forgot that she disarmed me. No. What am I doing?
Were those footsteps?
Again, I think there's a certain pattern that you just have to do. But clearly I have the cheat of stealth camo. But it's all still good information, and I always try to grab the night vision here. Only if I remember where it's at. Okay, so that only knocked out one enemy, so that was a really bad throw.
Where's he at? Where did he go? Where's he at?
Yeah, I mean, this part is not going to be scientific at all.
What's wrong?
Yep. I knew something like that was going to happen. And if I reload, I think I have to do that part all over again. But you know what? I'm just going to do this. This is all just for fun anyway. But I mean, some part of me just wants to take it serious, even though I'm using stealth camo. But I guess it's a good attempt to try to do this real quick. All right, so that's 10. Okay, that was a good throw. So I'm just thinking that the move is to, as soon as you see the man poke his head, hopefully that gives you enough time and enough look distance away so that way you can get off the throw. They don't catch you. You knock at least 3 of them out. And then you finish the rest off with the Mark 22. Okay, then hit up that guy. Completely missed the shot because bullet drop. And then the sniper up there got alerted. This guy, I always forget about him if he's over here. Yep. And then this guy too. But I think there should be one more. Either he's in the center. Okay. So then that man is probably over here in this far corner. Yep. So I'm just thinking to myself, whatever. How's the food? Oh! Did you see? That damn alligator was freaking out. I don't... Yeah, and gotta watch out for the claymores. a little ashamed to admit, but I forgot that there was a hole there. What I should have done is test to see if the dog would spot me, but I suppose you just have to get like that right pattern going. Okay. So I know if you use that ghillie suit, okay, yeah, no, that was... Okay. I see the issue.
Footsteps. Footsteps. Footsteps.
Okay. That's good information for me, because if I was going to crawl, then definitely will not do that. What am I doing? Switch to the spirit camo. Or the Peace Walker skin. Suit camo. Because when I did that on my... well, my hopefully legit extreme difficulty run. I don't think I'll do a video about that. I mean, who knows? We'll see. But I do know that I was able to crawl past the guards right there by the fence, as you saw. Obviously, they heard my footsteps even though I was crawling. It's that third leg of snake, if you know what I mean. I'm just kidding. But anyways, yeah, no, that was good information, because it kind of like follows roughly that same logic. If you're about 4 feet in game, if you're about 4 feet from the guard, he could, he hears you. Sight is not a, obviously sight is not a factor, but that was interesting information. Okay, so then what happens if I do this? Okay, so that... Alright, regardless of camo, that still works. So now if I crawl normally... I'm trying to just eyeball it. Okay, yeah, so that's roughly about, again, 4 feet in game. Maybe 3 and some change. Okay. I don't know why I thought he was going to radio for something. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find some ammo. Now, I think the guard should be looking at the window. Okay. On my other game, he was looking here.
Speak. I don't have anything. Speak. Under the bed. Answer me. Bastard. Answer me. I don't have anything.
Kind of a waste, right? Okay, well, I got some ammo there.
Not too bad.
Okay, so he's still facing that way. This guard is in the center. Last time I could have sworn he was here. I think this is like... yeah, I'll just come back to that later.
footsteps, huh? I hear footsteps. Huh? I hear footsteps.
Okay. These boss battles I'm really concerned about. Let's see, I think I'm gonna cheese them out with using the grenade skin. Yeah, because when I did my run, this is as far as I got. I got to, I think, just before the end on my legit extreme run. And that was just by watching a small video. Because a lot of people have extreme runs and walkthroughs and stuff like that. And again, I greatly appreciate it. So I watched, I think, like 10-15 minutes of one or something like that. So I tried some of those things, but I also wanted to figure it out as well. So more or less, this is just giving me information that I didn't necessarily know how the enemies would react if you are trying to, like the distance between crawling and just sneaking past them. Obviously, their sight is you know, godly and stuff like that. Someone had too many carrots, but it's these boss battles and all these things that you can't necessarily sneak around is what I had pretty much the massive concerns with. Anyways, I don't know why. I'm just talking. All right, so we'll go ahead and see if we can just keep throwing stun grenades at them, and then give them the old hush puppy. And I'm also utilizing that previous setting. You know what I should have... What I should have done was, hopefully try to skip that. I should have took off the suppressor. Damn it. Not liking this. How this is very reminiscent of what, of how my other run was. I stunned something over there. What the? Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna matter, or whatever the hell. Okay, because... Alright, yeah, so I guess it just brought me here. Okay, so... So... I sure am, because I'm doing terrible on this. Let's see. Nice. Maybe I was overthinking it. I think we'll probably maybe stop just before the end. Maybe. We'll see. Where are we at? Yeah, at the half an hour? Yeah. I think we'll just stop just before that fight, and then we'll go ahead and continue with it for the next part. But yeah, no, this is definitely a learning experience for me. I don't know why I'm going gump right now. Graphics, that's what I need. Brightness. Yes, we'll pump this up. So very similar. I was really injured going into this scene, or section of the game.
Disgusting.
Actually, what's over? I think... I don't believe I need to go over here at all for whatever reason. Yeah, so... I mean, other than that little... glowing mushroom for recharging batteries and stuff like that. Not necessarily any reason. Okay, I was just wondering if there was any item that I might have missed. Just because this game does... Or maybe it's just for the other difficulties, but it does help you and give you stuff that you might have missed in the original locations. And I also got to keep an eye out on the suppressors, because it looks like mine is almost about halfway done. Smoke grenades, okay. Okay, so there's that. And this is basically where I ended my legit run. Roughly around the same amount of health, just because that Ocelot fight did not do it that well as well. I think this is the shotgun, right? Yeah. Let's see. I think, okay, so the night vision goggles are that way, if I remember, but more or less I'm just looking for suppressors. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll end it right here on this part. But yeah, very interesting. Learning a lot. Learning a lot in terms of, again, closing in the distance to see how sneaky you can be. Obviously, sight is going to be the huge factor. So that's one thing that you definitely have to do. The right camo, for sure. So, yeah, either the Spirit camo or the Peace Walker camo when crawling. Definitely the way to go. Or you can hold down and do the sneak button. That's also a really good option. As you saw when I was using the gold camo, doesn't really necessarily matter if distance, it's just more of sight. What else we got? I think that's basically, I mean, besides me sucking ass on these boss battles, I mean, I think the pattern is to switch to the grenade suit, throw a flash, shoot them once with a hush puppy if you're not going for a kill run. Well, especially if you want the achievement, and then kind of like get in that sort of pattern. Maybe take a couple of hits from the guards behind you and stuff like that. Or I think you could probably, I could be wrong. Again, this is 21-year-old knowledge right now. I think you could just throw a stun grenade behind you and knock them out. But I don't know if that's permanent or not. I think they duck with gunfire. I really don't remember, but it's all hazy now. So there's a little bit of that. Optimization, that's something that I have to work on. But I mean, other than that, all of this other information has been really great. So yeah, no, this has been very fun. Again, it's not as impressive because I'm using stealth camo. But other than that, trying to get a feel for the general area of some of the enemies. They move around, and I guess it just really depends on the global timer if that's what they follow, and I want to say that they do. But yeah, so like I told you, boss battles are going to be the huge pain in the ass for me. Sneaking around, not so much just because of the stealth camo, but I don't know. Very fun experiment. Hopefully you enjoy. And on that note, again, I'll see you on the next part, and take care of yourselves until then.